I'm Jack Glubrect, and my wife Mel and I have been going to Northwest Hills, or coming to Northwest Hills, for 42 years. I'm 67 years old, and there have been a lot of changes in my life. One of the ways that I definitely can say Jesus changed my life was when 9 months after my wife and I had gotten married, we were living in Eugene, and I was attending architecture school. And at the same time, I was praying and asking God whether or not vocational ministry was what He would have me do. And so as I returned to architecture school and got about halfway through the term, it was just like God sucked all of the desire and all of the capacity to design and enjoy designing buildings and landscapes and all the rest. And instead, eventually I recognized that the reason that was gone was because He was answering my prayer. The answer was that He wanted me to spend my life vocation, my hours of the day, pursuing, sharing Jesus and working with youth specifically. And then came the scary part. I went and talked with my college pastor, and about halfway through that conversation, when Mike said, "So what does Mel think about all this?" And he could read my face, and he said, "Go talk to Mel and share your heart with her and what's going on." I left Mike's office looking forward to telling Mel, and at the same time, I definitely took my time walking back from the church to our apartment because I wasn't quite sure how to put it, how to say it. We'd only been married 9 months, and even though we'd known each other a long time, I just wasn't sure what her response would be, and that was scary. So I arrived back at the apartment, and it's only 2 hours into what would have been a 4-hour class that I should have been in, and she said, "What are you doing here?" And my response was, "Well, I just got done talking with Mike, and I shared with him that I've been praying about going into ministry, or God's call on my life to pursue vocational ministry, and specifically being a youth pastor." And she paused and looked at me, and then she said, "Well, I will never say no to what God would be leading you to do. And I will never say no to you if you're following Jesus." And that was a major hurdle for me and a blessing. At first it was like, how do I console her? And instead it became a conversation about the excitement of what laid ahead. If you will pursue God in prayer to build a relationship and a stronger relationship with Him, then when the different change or the new change comes, or the unexpected comes, you don't have to approach things from a perspective of, "Oh no, what am I going to do now?" Go to God and ask. When the big things, the quote-unquote big things, come, you already know that God will come through with the answers.